Hello, Leo. Welcome to your January reading. We're going to do a general reading, love reading, and then a spirit message. And timestamps will be in the description box below, Leo. So let's see what we got for you. Okay, Leo. Oh, medicine woman, medicine man, meadow, vulnerability. Interesting. You're definitely being called to look at things from a different perspective in January. We have the altar, prince, priestess, preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. I feel like you're working on something behind the scenes. Okay. It's like to guarantee your own abundance, but I feel behind the scenes because it feels to me with medicine man and medicine woman that you're doing what you can. I don't know how to explain this. So let's look at this as it's a box. Okay, so outside of this box, you are creating the life that you want. You're out looking for jobs. You're moonlighting for a career that you want to have outside of the one that you do. I feel like you're doing a lot of stuff outside the box. Inside of the box, you're doing what it is that you're supposed to do. Okay. So I feel like you're still trying to achieve your goals and go out and do the things you want to, but um, it's like you're keeping everything right, even though you're moonlighting on the outside of that, if that makes any sense. Um, and I do feel like you want things to change within the box. Like you don't like the way things are, but I feel like you're leaving yourself open to just kind of go with the flow. And I feel like it's because you know you're going to leave a situation soon or you have something else to focus on. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So let's see what your spread is. Leo for January. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, the King of Swords, excuse me, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I almost feel like you're burnt out on trying to change something and you just don't have the energy to deal with it. It's like it's too confusing or it's too complicated. Like there's no rhyme or reason probably to what's going on inside of the box. I'm going to use a box as an analogy. I can tell you that now. Okay. So inside the box, it's like, I don't know how to handle this. I don't really know what's going on. So I'm just going to kind of go along with what's happening. It feels like it's overbearing. Like maybe you have an overbearing boss or an overbearing situation at work or an overbearing person in your life. Could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But you're just kind of letting it go. I feel like you're like, I'm burnt out on trying to change things. I'm burnt out on trying to get people to look at other perspectives. I'm just going to go along with it because it's the easiest thing to do. And then we have the moon, the Nine of Coins in reverse, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is like looking outside of the box, right? So I feel like you have fantasies and other things that you want to accomplish in life. And but you feel as though you need to stick with whatever's going on inside of the box for monetary purposes. It's like you're stuck there, like a job, okay? Like you're stuck in that situation. You can't really get out. So you're going with the flow of that. I feel like it is rough on you emotionally because you can't make heads or tails of it. You don't really like the situation. It doesn't really make you feel good to be in it. But the smartest thing to do is for you to stay in it. So I feel like you have other dreams though. Like this is really confusing and you don't like it, but I feel like you have other dreams and aspirations. Three of Swords in reverse, the Chariot, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're out working on your dreams. It's an easy way to separate yourself from what's going on and what you can't control, right? So you're doing things to heal the confusion, like maybe moonlighting somewhere else, or finding another job, or finding a hobby, something else to take your energy away from this confusion that's going on at like main employment. I'm going to say it that way. Even though it doesn't feel that way, but it does. Um, so I feel like this is what's helping you get through all of this. Some of you are realizing a dream from childhood. And it feels like it may not be a good idea to like quit your job to do it. So that's why you're kind of doing it on the side or something to make you happy, because this job isn't making you happy or this situation isn't making you happy. So it's more like it looks like you're at this job. It looks like that's the only thing you got going on, but you really don't. You're putting your energy and effort into something else. But your main sense of employment or your main sense of financial is coming from that place, you know? Okay, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Yeah. I'm laughing because I feel like this is what you need to give you that boost to think of other possibilities and other things to do. So I feel like you're starting a new project, something else to put your energy on besides this. I do feel like dealing with this is frustrating, and sometimes it may get in the way of what it is you really want to do. But I feel like until you can get this thing in order or get it to financially support you the way that you want to, you're not going to make a decision until then. This is more like a plan, right? Because you're not happy with where you are. So you're making like kind of like a side job, side plan. Yeah. You're really burnt out on this. And you're just ready for it to be over. I feel like you take a lot of responsibility uh, inside the box at this inside job. You take on a lot of responsibility. And the thing is, you see the truth, but there's so many misunderstandings, and it's like so complicated. It's like foolishly complicated almost. Um, it kind of feels like maybe this person is acting childish because they're so tied to their own beliefs, like they don't want to change, they don't want to see anything different. So you can't really take any risks or make any foolish decisions right now. You're like attached to this horrible situation for financial reasons, you know? Okay. I feel like you've tried to fight before or stand up for yourself. And when you did that, it I'm not going to say it didn't go in your favor, but I feel like your determination wasn't heard. It more felt like it just fell by the wayside. And and I want to say this to you, Leo. What you were saying was right. Okay? With these two cards. So what you were saying was right. It was a way to compromise. It was a way to see things from both sides, but it wasn't received as that. It's almost it was received as you not listening or being hard headed or something like that. But yeah, so you're finding a way to like nurture yourself while dealing with this situation that is full of challenges. So that's what I see you doing in January. Yeah. I do want to say this. I feel like you're waiting for this thing to come to an end, and there will come a time when you can put it to rest, okay? It's just that right now, it will create financial issues if you were to just walk away from it. So just know that. That's why you're kind of stuck in this cycle for right now. Okay, so let's get to love. Okay. Hello, Leo. Well, welcome to your love reading. So we're going to get into your love energy for January. Let's see what we got. Okay, we have shamanic healing, cleansing and attunement, mindfulness, peaceful peace, quiet mind. We have wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity, and connections, partnership, contract, commitment. Forgiving and learning, and deception. You know, this is what's interesting, Leo. I feel like you want peace in your relationship. Okay. It's like you want peace in your relationship. Um, you're like paying attention to things and paying attention to your partner. Um, I feel like your partner is trying to clear up issues that you may be having. I feel like it's more like miscommunication. So I feel like you are being attuned to your partner on a level of like patience and kindness and forgiveness, to see kind of like what your partner needs. I feel like that's where you are. Um, it's quite interesting the way that you're crossing paths, though, because I feel like you're more passive in your energy. Like you just want things to be kind of calm and cool. Um, hoping that like this will facilitate like new momentum in your relationship. And they feel like you're being, how can I say this, passive aggressive and not speaking up. It's one of those things where they're a lot more verbal about what they want. They want a lot more communication. They want a lot more kind of like back and forth. And you're more like, let's just be calm. And I'm okay with that, you know? uh, it's like they're looking for something from you. I don't know what they're looking for, though. We're going to get into the cards, though, and see what it's all about, Leo, okay? Seven of Cups, Strength, and the Fool in reverse. Yeah, Leo, your partner is looking for you to do something. I almost don't even think they know what it is. It's like they're looking for some sort of reaction or some sort of change in you. And I feel like you can feel this confusion, or you can feel like this kind of fantasy that they're living in. It's like you are more like, okay, this is confusing. So what I'm going to do is kind of back away a little bit. You don't want to make any like risky moves or do anything that may cause any issues. So you're just like, it's a little bit crazy right now. So I'm going to just Like, I don't know what to say. My emotions are all over the place. Your emotions seem to be all over the place. So we should just be calm right now. I feel like they don't like this. And to them, they need to kind of talk about things or get a sense of understanding or redefine like the connection and all this kind of stuff. Um, but I feel like they're not thinking it out. They're like following their kind of ego, right? You're taking more of a peaceful approach. The star, the high priestess in reverse, and the three of coins in reverse. Yeah, your focus is on healing this, healing the confusion, letting kind of like this emotional energy calm down. That's what your focus is. And theirs is more like, I need to step into this. I need to step into this and fix it. Like they're trying to use force to do it. Um, it's like they need to take a pause and kind of read the room. I feel like they're having a problem doing that. So both of you are not on the same page as far as what the next step should be in order to open up the conversation, I guess, that needs to be had. Okay? Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Justice. You may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius. Yeah, very emotional. Very emotional. I feel like they don't know what to do with these emotional energy. It may be just an emotionally heightened time for them. Oh no, I lost one of my earrings. Oh, there it is. Emotionally heightened time for them. What's interesting is, Leo, I see you being very kind, very sweet, very loving, very open to the possibilities. I feel like you are more like, with love in my heart, I'm open up to whatever this new thing is. I don't feel like you have any kind of anger or forcefulness. It's more like you know the emotions are heightened, so you're trying to keep everything kind of like as basic and calm as you possibly can. That's what it looks like to me. They're coming at you pretty strong. They want to get their point across. They want to say what they want to say. They want to make sure that they're heard. They want to feel heard. There's a lot of ego in this. And I feel like there's an imbalance with that. But what's interesting about this, Leo, is I feel like you can see that this person is going a little bit off the deep end. And you're just being really calm, keeping your calm about it. Yeah, you know that this is a risky behavior and you know that it's not going to be good if you kind of do anything foolish or out of sorts, I feel like. Uh, they are bringing up, I feel like, something emotional from the past, or maybe they were emotional in the past and they got better, and now that emotionalness is like coming up. And I feel like you thought that this was done and over with, but for some reason, I feel like it's coming back up again because it wasn't fully dealt with. Okay. Um, it also feels like something that this person doesn't check about themselves. Like it's something they need to deal with, but they haven't checked it for themselves. Yeah. And now it's become a focus. It could be about finances, it could be about home, it could be about spending time with them, something like that. Yeah, this is feeling like a really unfortunate situation for you, but I feel like it's a cycle. like it's something that's coming up that needs to be dealt with. So now this is your chance to actually deal with it, even though you kind of don't want to, because it's just bringing about more arguments, more fighting, more disagreements. You're kind of stuck in a financial situation with this person as of now. It's a very codependent sort of situation where you can't really speak up, or you can't really leave, or you can't really give them the time probably that they're asking for. um, I feel like this person is just tired of kind of like the situation and how it is. They can't change it. So what they can do is just kind of like nag you about it or be bitter about it, but they can't really change the situation. Um, so this is their way of feeling like they're being heard or speaking up for themselves. Um, it's like they're arguing with no real point, but they're trying to get a point across. The problem is it doesn't have any grip. So what that says to me is they can say all this and express themselves, but it's not really going to go anywhere. It's not really going to fix anything. It's more about them just getting something off of their chest. So I feel like it's just one of those things you have to deal with because you can't fix it, it's just an argument, it's just a disagreement, it's just something coming back up that can't seem to get resolved. Okay, so the next steps. Yeah, you're feeling like this is going to affect the relationship or affect the connection. I feel like it's very superficial. It's making you feel kind of drained, like you can't get past it. And it just seems to keep coming up. I feel like it's like they want you to do something about it, but there's nothing you can do about it. I, I don't know how else to explain that. So we're gonna get into the spiritual message, okay? Hello, Leah. So let's get into your spirit message for January. We have impasse, mysticism, and forgiveness. January is about you being the bigger person, right? Even though you might not want to, because you feel kind of like backed into a corner, and you want to either lash out, express yourself, or get things to go your way, as we all do when we feel that way. But there's something about this that you're not going to quite understand. It's almost like it's stuff that's happening because it's a part of a bigger plan that really doesn't have anything to do with you. You're just kind of like in the path of it, if that makes any sense. So to me, I feel like it'll pass with forgiveness. It's just that you have to be in a higher sort of mental state to deal with it. Like be compassionate and understanding, even though it's unfortunate. So I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.